Oh my God!
And we're live. Cheers!
Yay.
Cheers! Hello!
Happy Tuesday!
Happy Tuesday!
Happy vaccination! Andy and I are almost done being vaccinated.
We're gonna check the audio here real quick.
Oh,
The countdown was here.
clap back those in Facebook or Instagram.
Yay!
Audio's
Working. We're working good, everybody. Hello, hello.
It's models time, but I think he means Modelo time. There we go. Modelo. Yes. Yeah, you got to get those tall boys.
Break the walls down, Eduardo says. It's like Jericho. Break the walls down. So we have Rick Rock 34 giving high fives with the kid from Up.
Oh.
And look, there's me. Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
So sorry we're late. I worked an overnight shift.
What is even late?
And I know. So it's my fault getting set up. But we're here live, and we're on Twitch. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We're on everything. And we're here to see that man right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Skinner, the man, the myth, the legend. Who are we? I'll do a quick station identification here.
Hi, everybody. This is Pulp Fiction Long Beach. You're watching our Tuesday live unboxing show. We're going to take a look at all the goodies that came out today, if you're DC Comics, and tomorrow, if you're everybody else. I got a lot of ratio variants to show you. We got some big books this week. It's a fairly big week. Got some cool graphic novels, and I have action figures that I ordered by mistake.
Oh, my gosh.
Y'all know I barely ever get action figures. So I'm going to do a little deal on them. So we'll pimp those out and see if we can't find some homes for them.
Wendy says, "Hey, we have sound today." I know, Wendy. We were able to do the appropriate tests beforehand. Eduardo says, "I got my first shot Thursday too. Was so excited and halfway relieved. I hope no one is having issues with the Johnson & Johnson one because they just recalled that one." Twitch for the win. Rick Rock says he's watching from Twitch.
Ricky. That's Ricky. Hey, Ricky.
Awesome, Ricky. Ruben says, replying to Eduardo. Eduardo, happy for you. Renee says, are we on MySpace?
I think MySpace is still around.
And Eduardo is singing to you, Annie. He says, she works hard for the money, so hard for the money.
Do you though?
Oh, I see.
Don't I know?
Yeah, you do.
Ian says, hello. We got our second shot yesterday. Yeah, I saw Ian's post. Ian, you were saying, can't wait to go back to a Dodger or an Angels game.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hopefully Megan and I can do the same sometimes. It's been so long since we've been to a game.
I would talk about, COVID maybe getting on the other side of it, things.
Let's do it. Real quick, though, Luis wants to know if you're streaming to your OnlyFans.
No, that's locked behind a Patreon. If you want to see my feet, just go to
So what are your thoughts on being on the other side of this?
Well, we're feeling like we're getting there. So I had it's been a kind of a crazy week, and I was like, hon, hopefully you all saw a lot of order confirmations from me. I did a lot over the weekend. In fact, I spent most of Sunday just sitting in front of the computer because I was way behind. And I'm like, no, hon, I got to work all weekend to get caught up. I got to do it. I was so darn tired by the end of Friday. She's like, you want to go to the Bamboo Club? I'm like, yeah, forget it. I'll save all of my work for Sunday, and I'll just do it all on Sunday. So we went to the Bamboo Club, and which we've done several times. They have an amazing outdoor patio that they've had going pretty much the entire pandemic thing. And we get there, and it's really busy. And they say, oh, do you have a reservation? I'm like, wow, since when have you guys done reservations? And they said, oh, there's reservations for the inside. I'm like, you're seating people inside?
Oh, my gosh.
And they said, no, we don't have a reservation. They said, well, you know what? We're really busy. We don't have any seats. The only 2 seats we have are at the bar.
At the bar?
At the bar? I haven't sat at the bar in how long? I don't even know. A year and a half? 2 years. I don't even know how long it is. And if you know me at all, my wife and I, we love sitting at the bar. It's our favorite. I love doing it. It's never for me like, oh, you get to go sit at the bar. And if you can serve me food at the bar, I get to talk to the bartender. I get to hang out, be in the mix, socialize, and it's my favorite. And that was really nice. That's something I was looking for, like going to the movies. That's one of the things that I was looking forward to doing, and it came sooner than I was expecting. They had one of those big blast shields, of course, between the bartender and us, but it was nice to have that kind of human interaction. I've been craving it for a long time.
Well, when it involves Ryan Skinner, it usually does come sooner than expected.
Wow, we're getting right to it. All right.
That was piping hot.
All right.
That was piping hot.
Yeah, you just throw that, let's get the pipe in there too. And
I 100%.
Clearly, you're not sharing this on the other groups that you were worried about before.
This has not been shared to the Christian stream yet. But yeah, 100%. Megan and I went to go get takeout barbecue. I think, because we did barbecue the night that we watched Kong versus Godzilla. Yeah. And so we went to go get it. I asked Megan, hey, you want me to buy you a beer? And they sat us at the bar. Oh. And it was the same thing. Like, we haven't sat at a bar in a year. So it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's very cool. So not to make the whole thing a nostalgia cast or whatever the hell you call it, but it is nice that it seems to be getting on the other side of things. What else is going on?
Eddie says he's finally casting from his home TV. Much easier to watch.
Eddie, you gotta come here and get your stuff, man.
Yeah, Eddie,
we see your brother more than we see you now.
Yeah, I'm trying to fist bump your brother. He's freaking out because some ogre is trying to say hello to him.
Yeah, they're thinking it's you.
Ian says, yes, baseball, not planning to going back to socializing. Ian, were you ever really socializing, or were you just not making friends as you kicked everyone's butt at the dollar comic deal?
Right.
And Ian also,
everybody say good night.
Bye, Annie, we love you.
A-N-N-Y.
A-N-N-Y. Ian also says, Restream comments aren't showing my blue check mark. How dare they? I see it on my phone, but yeah, Restream, I think, when they combine the different media.
It's like you're a medical doctor, you know?
Renee says, ay, Dios mío, bar seating. Wendy says, wow, guys, unboxing, not safe for work day. Wendy, you're quite randy, I say, Wendy, on the group. Wendy's very punny.
Yes, she is.
And says some very colorful comments, which I enjoy. Eduardo, no Star Trek reference. Eduardo, Kong. Things are starting to look up. Louis says, see you tomorrow. Andy Winnie says, Ian says, no, I don't socialize. And Monique says, bye, Annie.
Ian came in and socialized with me a few days ago.
Ian says, I'm never hanging out with any of you in this.
You're hanging out with me.
Maybe Wendy, Ian says. And then Eddie says, why am I the only one who gets called out? Wow, I know I'm not the favorite.
Dude, seriously, Derek just made a joke about something relating to me in time.
Eddie, you got to come in. We're playing the soccer matches.
Yeah.
24-hour loop.
All the soccer in here.
All the soccer.
In DC books. Fire.
DC. Fire.
Wendy, I hope you are on your game, because the very first variant that I'm going to show, I need help. I need group research. I need to help figure it out. I mean, I kind of know some things, but there's other things that maybe you guys can help me out with. And speaking of which, is that a transition, or did you want to talk about some other things?
Yeah, well, let's do a real quick thing because we started so late, which is my fault. Real quick, what did you think of Invincible and Falcon?
Invincible's great. I don't really remember too much about what happened anymore, but I remember really enjoying it. Is this when he goes to Mars?
No, Invincible, they fought Battle Beast shows up.
Oh, yeah, and he just, like, wrecks face. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Machine Head and Titan.
Yeah.
Dude, Titan was vicious.
Yeah.
It was really good.
He was really good. Falcon, like, had things that happened.
I'm going to do a hot take right here.
Yeah, go for it.
Baron Zemo was like the best Marvel character.
Oh, is he?
With the dance and then giving the kids Turkish delights. And like Sam and Bucky can't get info from anyone, but in like 5 seconds, Zemo's there to get the intel. Yeah.
I like it when he closed the door when the parents were fighting.
Oh, how do you say the name? The Dora Milaje?
Dora Milaje.
They're so awesome. And then Zemo's response to like, yeah. He's like the Homer Simpson meme in the bush.
Exactly. Yeah, enjoying it. How many more? We had 2 left?
2 left, that's it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, it feels good to have something to watch on Friday night. That's been really nice. That's kind of it. My wife and I watched that Yorkshire Ripper documentary on Netflix because just true crime is kind of what we do. And that's actually a really good documentary. It like low key, like halfway through, turns into like a feminist documentary, and you're like, how does that work? But when you watch it, it makes sense. That was actually really neat. It's kind of it. I keep buying movies because I don't have time to watch them. And I haven't read comic books in like 2 weeks.
How dare you?
I swear I'm going to read some comics.
I bought Arch Enemy with Joe Magliano, my wife's boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
It's a superhero movie. It's done by what's that crowdfunding company?
Kickstarter?
Yeah, it's not Kickstarter, but you know, I mean, it's a movie producing company that does movies. Anyway, so I bought that and I bought Greenland, but I haven't watched either. But we did watch Promising Young Woman and News of the World, which were both good, but I wouldn't say great movies.
Okay. I haven't seen anything that I classify as a great movie except for Kong versus Godzilla.
Which you watched for your third time.
Which I've watched for 2.5 times. I've now gotten to the just watching the monster fights part. And I watched the first chapter of Justice League.
Yes, finally.
Which I really enjoyed, actually.
Did you watch it in black and white or regular?
No, I'm never going to watch that in black and white. Sorry.
It's so good in black and white.
I don't believe you.
So good.
Don't believe you. Life's too short.
I'm streaming in black and white right now.
Mad Max Fury Road is one of my all-time favorite movies. I didn't watch that in black and white. I'm never going to watch that in black and white.
How dare you?
He's a silly man for the that movie is better in black and white.
Ian was at the premiere of Promising Young Woman. Where was that? Was that
it was on
TIFF?
It was on Zoom.
Was it TIFF? Or no, it was last year though. Was that TIFF or South by or something? Or Sundance? You tell me. Who will watch more times? Derek with Justice League or Ryan with Godzilla vs. Kong? Yes, for take your butt.
Derek will beat me and everything.
Ian also said, where was this one? There was a joke here. I lost it. Something about showing you a transition. Hi-oh. Sundance 2020.
Oh, okay, got it.
And then Ian says, had the composer on my show over a year ago before anyone listening had ever seen it. Nice. Live, not Zoom. Yes, it was live because I remember people seeing Promising Young Woman. Okay, cool.
All right.
I'm ready to share.
Let's do it. Let's go.
What are we here for?
Go. We're here for comic books. All right, I'm gonna start at the top. Usually I'm dramatic and I save that, for the end, but I'm gonna just start right. Okay. There is a 1-in-50 ratio variant for Joker number 2. I'm gonna let you guess who found out about it before even I knew about it.
Wendy.
Now, what I didn't know is what it was going to look like, and now I'm doubling back and wondering if I'm wrong.
You're never wrong.
Without further ado, check this out. This came out of our Diamond shipment our DC shipment this week, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this Bane mask?
Bane.
So on our invoice, it just very vaguely, very mysteriously just says the following. It doesn't say Joker number 2 anything. It just says Santa Prisca. That's all it says. But I believe
that's where Bane's from.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That already helps a little bit. And I think they're calling it the Revenge variant or something like that. So help me out with confirmations here, guys. First of all, is this actually a 1-in-50 ratio variant? I believe it is. 2, who's the artist? Usually I'm pretty good about that, but I'm not confident enough to just say. I'm very curious who the artist is. And third of all, this book's going a little nuts online.
Is it really?
Yeah. So I have it for $199.99.
You got it in mind?
Sorry. I'm a little less out of my mind than the rest of the people that are selling it for $250 and $240.
Holy guacamole.
Yeah. So I don't know. Jeez. I mean, I would think there'd be a lot more of these, just by virtue of people ordering a lot of Joker number 2. But I wonder if a lot of people that ordered Joker number 2 missed that there was a 1-in-50 ratio variant, because they never do 1-in-50 ratio. It's been a long time since they've done a 1-in-50 ratio variant. Usually it's 1-in-25. So anyway, Wendy, that's probably too rich for your blood, but just in case you do still want it, you do have dibs. You're the one that found it.
How dare you question Wendy's blood? But
if Wendy's going to pass on it, then I do think that means that this is up for grabs. So if you're interested in playing $200 of blood money for Santa Prisca, 1-in-50 ratio variant for Joker number 2, please send us an email at pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com. What are they saying, Derek?
Ian says Psycho Pirate stole the variant cover from Bane's water jail cell in Santa Prisca. And he also says Justice League is in black and white is a cinematic masterpiece. Your life will be better.
There you go.
With meaning by watching it in black and white, Ryan. And Luis says you guys should stream these live shows in 4:3 aspect ratio to preserve Derek's vision.
That's funny. Who said that?
Louise.
That's good. Also, I am remiss. Xavier on Instagram says spicy meatball. I haven't said that in a long time. Yes, it's a spicy meatball. We got a spicy. It's been a while since we've had such a spicy meatball.
Eddie says it's the first cover appearance of female Bane. Is that true?
That might be.
Is it a joke?
I mean, it looks like it's long hair. Look, it's coming down the neck and the sides and stuff like that. And I do remember from. Maybe was it a next Batman #1 where there was like a Bane gang, kind of like in the future.
Yeah.
And then in Joker #1, didn't they or was it in Batman now that I can't remember, that they were like kind of they were establishing that there was like a cult of Bane, or there's like people setting up little altars to Bane with like Mexican candle, Catholic candle looking things and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. So anyway, that's it. We started at the top.
When he says Ryan, the first one I found is the 150 for Batman 108. I still hope I get that one.
Yeah, you're right. That's for the Molly thing. So maybe I was wrong. So I thought maybe this is a 1 per store. Somebody in Instagram said that he says he thinks it's a 1 per store, which I would believe because, again, I don't remember seeing this anywhere when I was doing my ordering. I think they may have just sent this to us. And they have done this before. They did it with Harley for the Amano variant. So I can believe that. And I was probably getting my wires crossed thinking about that 108, Batman 108, 150.
What are you talking about, Molly? We don't promote drugs here on the stream.
Molly.
Miracle Molly.
Miracle Molly.
Okay,
Molly?
I see it.
What is her name? I can't remember. So, okay, good, guys. Next thing, who's the artist? I want to know who the artist is.
Renee says, I don't know why, but Bane Gang sounds dirty. Yeah, be careful when you Google Bane Gang, kids.
On the Bane Gang.
Adam says, hey, I'm off on a Tuesday night and here for new comics.
Yay, welcome. Okay, a couple other ratio variants from DC this week. We have a 1 in 25 for Batman, the Detective, #1.
Ooh.
By, the book is by Andy Kubert. This is Federici. He's been doing the 1 in 25s quite a bit lately, of Batgirl, I assume? Batgirl? Looks like Batgirl. I don't know. $14.99 on this one. Little less ratio usually goes for it. And then for Joker #2, we got Punchline going for a little bit above ratio, $29.99.
Oh, I see.
She still is holding her popularity.
Juan Carlos says artist for Joker cover is Trevor Hairsign.
I don't know. Oh, I think I've heard that name before.
Ian says Bane Gang turns the Iceberg Lounge into a leather club. Eddie says, yeah, it's 1 per store.
1 per store. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Okie dokie. If it calms down tomorrow, then I'll probably reprice it. But if it goes the other way, then it could go the other way. Okay, we've got a bunch of this week, so let's go. We have I think this is a 1 in 10 for Kanto and the City of Giants, new Kanto series. Kanto, of course, got picked up. It's getting turned into a movie or TV show or something.
I hope it's like an animated.
Yeah, I believe they said it is going to be an animated thing. $14.99 for the 1 in 10, I believe 1 in 10 ratio variant.
Can I chime in on something real quick, Ryan?
Yeah, please. Chime in.
This is not a sales video, everyone. For one of the groups I posted in last week, we got kicked out of because they're like, no live sales. Yeah. This is not a live. What is this video?
You say this out loud.
Yeah.
We're not selling anything.
This is an informational.
We're just showing you stuff.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be claimed here. It is not a live sale.
How do you buy things? You
have to come into the shop.
Yes.
Like a
person.
Like a shopper.
So please, no groups get mad at us. We're not making money off this show.
Nobody is making any direct money off this show.
It's just marketing.
It's just marketing, yes.
It's letting
factual.
It's letting the public know what comic books are coming out.
This is a public service announcement for comic books.
So if you support the comic book industry, please support this show.
We got Scumbag #7. This looks like another. Actually, I don't know. $9.99. That's pretty much where I'm settling on these if they keep doing them. $9.99. And I get enough to get like 2 of them. I think one's spoken for. So I think they're must mean they're 1 in. I think they're 1 in 10s. They're 1 in 10.
So that seems like it's an ongoing, right?
I guess so. Yeah, I don't really know. I haven't caught up with it. It's still selling fairly well. Here was kind of a breakout hit. I didn't know if it was going to move or not. It took a little bit, but then I got going. Carmen #1 we're sold out of. We got Carmen #2 this week.
That was such a good book.
With really cool black and white cover for the ratio variants of 1 in 25. I'm selling at ratio price, $24.99. Ratio for ratio. The main cover looks really cool too. With it's kind of a blue background. Really pops.
Renee Googled Bane Gang and his computer exploded. Ian says, wouldn't matter if you did sell things because I'd beat everyone. Hashtag not here to make friends.
Okay, so we have Proctor Valley Road #2 this week, and really cool ratios for this one. I got a 1 in 10 by Christian Ward, which I don't know if that shows up on camera because it's very dark. But I think it's really cool.
You put tilt it, yeah. Very
So this is another one of those. It's like if y'all don't buy it, I'm probably going to take it home and put it in my own collection.
You like that first issue, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm not running around recommending it to everybody because I think you have to do it. It is a specific vibe, but it is my vibe. It's a vibe I'm vibing with. And I'm vibing with this 1 in 25 ratio variant for Proctor Valley Road #2 by Dan Mora, the current artist of Detective Comics.
Love Dan Mora.
Yeah. Give me some Mora that.
Hi-oh.
This is Diamond calling. You're not allowed to sell anything on your stream. Yeah, it's funny because I've talked to Diamond on the phone several times last 2 weeks. Okay, we have this week Eros Psyche #2 and a couple of ratios to go along with it. They look like they came in pretty good shape. Wendy, I think you'll be happy. So I think it's a 1 in 10 and a 1 in 20. So here's this one here. I'm not sure who the artist is on this one. And I probably wasn't going to get this one when he was like, I want to get the 1 in 20. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to order 20 copies of this book and didn't sell it well. However, there's another cover in here I'm going to show you in a bit. That's a Pulp Fiction homage.
Pulp Fiction the movie or Pulp Fiction the store?
Pulp Fiction the movie, which is by extension an homage to the store.
So I say if it's the store, it'd be me holding a baby grape and you holding a spicy meatball.
Which I'm excited about because those of you that have been watching us forever know that I have an Incredible Hulk cover that's a Pulp Fiction homage of She-Hulk on the front cover. And I was like, I want to start collecting Pulp Fiction homage covers for the store.
Would you display them? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this is #2 in the collection, but I haven't shown it to you yet. Anyway, because of the Pulp Fiction cover, I did get enough to get the 1 in 20.
Oh my goodness.
Which is a pretty cool cover. Going straight into Wendy's box for $14.99 as long as she's happy with that price. Okie dokie.
Arrow Psyche kind of gives me a Sabrina vibe.
I didn't really know what it was about. Maybe I was really tired when I was reading it. But the artwork is gorgeous. Love Maria's artwork. We got a 1 in 10, I think, for this week's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Nice.
Just basically just virgin covers of the main cover. Now we're getting into some business here. So this week we have Big Book, or at least I hope a Big Book. I think a Big Book. We'll find out. Sandman Universe Lock and Key, the Sandman Lock and Key crossover. People have known about this for a while. I think it was supposed to come out a long time ago. Of course, the pandemic sort of, I think, pushed everything along. It's finally out. I haven't had a chance to read it yet because I've been too busy trying to figure out what's been going wrong with Pillbox and trying to fix it. But we have black and white ratio covers for the main cover. So this is the main cover by Gabriel Rodriguez, excuse me. He was the original series artist on Lock and Key, and I believe he is also the interior artist in this series. So I'm excited to check that out. I am going to try to read that this week. $9.99 for the 1 in 10 ratio variant. I got quite a few of these. And then beautiful J.H. Williams variant here. So we have plenty of the covers that he did in color, but the 1 in 25 is the black and white with the red trade dress for $19.99, a little bit below the ratio. The Lock and Key Sandman. I'm gonna see. I'm very curious. If Lock and Key Sandman milkshake brings the boys to the yard.
The Lock and Key show, that was on Netflix, right?
Yeah, I never watched it. I feel like I never had it told to me one way or the other by somebody that's a big fan of the comic book like I was too. Yeah, watch it. It's always been kind of like,
This won't happen, but it's interesting to think that Lock and Key as a show is on Netflix. And where's the Sandman show going?
Isn't that on Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay. So they could.
Louis says, does the lock come with a key? Just a key to Ryan's heart.
Yes. But you're not going to be happy about where you have to put the key.
Hi-oh.
Okay, we have a 1 in 25 ratio variant for Spider-Man's Shadow, new book out this week. That's sort of I think kind of like a what if Peter didn't take off the costume, and if the symbiote like continued to maybe turn him into Venom or something. So what's neat about this is that the series is written by Chip Zdarsky, who does more writing these days than artwork.
Hey, can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
The Silver Coin last week.
Good.
Written by Chip Zdarsky, right?
That's right.
Really good issue.
It was really good.
My favorite indie book of the week.
Ooh, yeah.
Except maybe Geiger, which I didn't read. I didn't open it up. But Silver Coin.
Silver Coin was
no point.
But
he's only writing the first one, right?
Yeah, so that one's kind of a different one. Usually anthologies, you have the same writer, different artists for each issue, like haha. But this one it's the same artist every issue, but a different writer on each issue.
I like that, actually.
Yeah, I think it's cool. So anyway, plug, check out Silver Coin. That's really good. Also, meant to say this variant is by Chip Zdarsky.
Nice.
So I can't even remember the last time, or if ever, I've seen Chip Zdarsky's artwork for a ratio comic. So 1 in 25, $25 for the 1 in 25 Spider-Man Shadow.
Let's do it.
We also have Children of the Atom #2 this week. We sold out at #1 like fire, like they just went like hotcakes. But this week I have very ample amount of #2. I'm trying very hard to not sell out this time, and I got a lot of second printings of #1, so it's a good week to get caught up if you missed it. We also have I think is a very cool 1 in 25 ratio variant by Erica Henderson. This is, of course, the Squirrel Girl artist and a lot of other things.
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl. For $15. So many people are probably getting these all over the country that it drove the price down. Well below ratio, $15 for a 1 in 25. Watching the new kids on the block take down Sentinels.
Did you see on Disney Plus they did like a Squirrel Girl TV show, but it's not the Squirrel Girl. It's like Fiona and the Squirrel or something.
No.
Marvel people were mad. Like, why didn't you just do Squirrel Girl, the show? Disney just did a bootleg Squirrel, and it's like they own it.
It's funny because like I remember them saying that girl from like the Sprint commercials or whatever.
Yeah, she was going to be Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, perfect choice, and then I don't know what happened.
I just listened to an interview with Ed Brubaker, which I could go talk about for 50 years, which I won't because I know we're short on time. But he was bringing up how Gotham, the TV show, was originally Gotham Central,
right? And
they changed it at the last minute, like, oh, we're gonna make it more about the kid.
Right.
We're changing it to Gotham,
right?
So now this new Matt Reeves, the Batman spinoff, there's some reports that's going to be Gotham Central, which Brubaker would get some residuals for creating storylines and characters.
Because if they took characters or storylines from that,
But now, last minute, he's being told that they might change it to like whatever, Gotham PD or something. Just call it Gotham Central.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
They don't care about that stuff. Let's make a movie called Ex Machina. Oh, wait, we can't call it Ex Machina because there's another movie called Ex Machina.
Yeah.
We're going to call it something else. Well, too bad for you, Ex Machina comic that will never sell now because it'll have a different name.
Terrible. Adam says he's looking forward to the Spider book, and then Wendy says, I think it's a different Henderson, not Erica, and she looked it up. I think Mike Henderson.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I just saw Henderson and just assumed. Bad, Ryan, bad. Also, good guess on one of our Instagram people. They said Trevor Hairsign might have been the artist of Joker #2, and unless he's lying and he looked it up and he's feigning unawareness. You guessed it right. It's Trevor Hairsign, according to some Mills. Okay, we had Nonstop Spider-Man #2. A lot of Spider-Man this week. Awesome Chris Bocciolo 1 in 25 ratio variant. I only got one for $14.99. $14.99 for the 1 in 25 Chris Bocciolo Nonstop Spider-Man #2. Okay, so it's Guardians of the Galaxy numbers 13 this week, but it's supposed to be like a brand new jumping on point, brand new storyline, whatever. Treating it like a new #1. So ordered a bunch, and they have ratio variants, and we got them. So we have one by, and I feel bad again, I think Gene Yoon? Gene something Yoon? I told myself that I was going to sit down and figure it out, but I still haven't yet. I think it's Yoon. I'm pretty sure it's Yoon. But anyway, I actually got more of these than I thought I was going to. So this is a 1 in 25, but we're selling it for $9.99.
Who's the new team?
What do we got here? It looks like the same as the old team. Star-Lord, Drax, Gamora, Groot, Rocket. They got matching uniforms, though. That's interesting. Okay, and then check this out. Not a lot of people got this, and you know how I know?
How do you know?
Because it's expensive. I think this is a 1 in 100 ratio variant by Peach Momoko. So I know that she's doing stuff all over the place, but I ain't seen her doing Rocket and Groot yet. It's a very rare variant, I think. I don't think a lot of people got these. We're selling this one for $69.99. They seems like on average selling $80-$90 on eBay right now. Okay. We have the end of the Prey storyline for Thor, where Donald Blake, a very troubled Donald Blake, is taking his revenge on Thor and a bunch of other people.
What did Donald Blake do to Beta Ray Bill?
I don't remember. I only read the first issue. I'm so behind.
Because I read the first issue of Beta Ray Bill, and he was like, Donald Blake did something to me.
I mean, he just totally. I do remember he thrashed all the Asgardians.
That's not nice.
With his scalpel, because he's a doctor. Anyway, so here is another 1 in 25 variant by Nick Klein. A very scary, crazy, enraged Donald Blake. $14.99 for this one. Rainbow Bridge. That's it for ratios.
Says 1 out of 50 Guardians of the Galaxy Momoko on the site.
1 in 50. Just kidding. 1 in 100 sounded pretty high. Okie doke. I'm going to keep moving along. This is Pulp Fiction Long Beach, by the way. You're watching our Tuesday live unboxing show. Please follow us on the various social medias. And more importantly, please send an email to pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com if you have any questions, if you want to join Pullbox, or if you want to request a ratio variant. That is the best way to do it. Hey, Rosie. How's it going? Okay. DC, fire. You are a meme, Eddie. Aren't you proud? So we got Wonder Woman 771 this week. 770 was
a while ago, it seems.
A while ago. It does seem like it took a little bit to come out. I thought it was great. I think I'm still shaming all y'all for not picking it up if you didn't pick it up, because it was a lot of fun. It's Wonder Woman is in Valhalla. We don't know why, but it's a very unique thing, and I've never seen Wonder Woman stuck in Valhalla before, hanging out with Siegfried and other Vikings, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Since it's not selling very well, I did not get much in the way of A covers. In fact, I think I only have 1 or 2, and now they're gone. But I have lots of this beautiful Josh Middleton cardstock cover because it looked like a winner to me. 771. All right. We also have a new series. I think people are going to be excited. We have Challenge of the Super Sons. People love them some John Kent and Damian Wayne. I'm not sure exactly. It says the boys are back in time, so I guess there's going to be some kind of shenanigans to explain why John is back being a kid again, or maybe it's like a flashback.
I think it's a flashback. This was a digital first, which I've been avoiding to read, and it's supposed to be pretty good.
I didn't know that. So this was originally online.
Yeah,
got it. Okay, and then it's a 7-issue miniseries. We have it looks like DeMio B cover, very cool. I'm just hanging out, eating French fries. Feeding pigeons, kid stuff. Cool. Rainbow Bridge. Yes, Rainbow Bridge. Thank you, LB Spider-Man. We got Joker number 2. Just want to remind people that it's out. Because it was a very popular book. So we got the main cover here. We can continue to see Commissioner Gordon. I told you this is actually like a stealth Commissioner Gordon book. It's more from his POV. Maybe not in the second issue. We'll see. But in the first issue, definitely more from his POVs, which made it really cool.
Yeah, I think the whole book's going to be that.
And I think this is Bermejo. Really nice punchline cardstock cover.
Nice.
Some punchline love this week for those of y'all.
Matt wants to know, does Wonder Woman like cats? Yes, indeed.
And squirrels.
Gorgeous covers on that Wonder Woman. Adam says, Matt says, Donald Blake needs a psychiatrist. Wendy says he took his powers and reverted him to a humanoid form, as well as beating him up badly.
Right, yeah. I remember that. Okay.
Poor Beta Ray Bill.
Poor Beta Ray Bill. It's real beta. He needs to be more alpha Ray Bill. Okay, we have a new Batman series this week. Now, some of you may be a little confused. They changed the name of this. There was originally going to be a book called Batman, The Dark Knight, which maybe somebody went, how will you call them enough things, The Dark Knight? Things are confusing enough already. Let's call it something else. So it's Batman, the Detective.
Wow, that's not confusing at all.
This is written by Tom Taylor, our boy friend Tommy Taylor, and drawn by one of my personal favorite Batman artists, Andy Kubert.
Love it. Channeling some real, what's his name vibes there? Miller.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I think the reason I like Andy Kubert drawing Batman so much is because he was drawing Batman when Grant Morrison started with the Batman book, and that was when I jumped onto Batman. So I always associate Andy Kubert with Batman, and then also Batman versus Predator. Any Batman versus Predator fans out there? Any heads?
Yeah.
That was one of Andy Kubert's actually one of his earliest works.
I didn't know that. I remember buying that when it came out.
It's awesome. Here's a B cover, also done by Andy Kubert, cardstock cover.
Did Batman flip you off of him when you jumped onto him?
Did Batman flip me off of him?
Because you said that's when you jumped onto Batman.
That's when I jumped onto Batman. Yeah, Batman doesn't. I mean, nobody jumps onto Batman unless he wants you to. We have.
Were you like, I'm an orphan. Let me be your new Robin.
Please. Yeah, then he gave me a piggyback ride. So we have the second printing to Batman Black and White #3. The reason why this one got a second printing is because our little new next Robin, next Batman, I guess, had a cameo appearance in this, so it made the book shoot up. Everybody ran out and got it. So if you were just wanting to read it or you're collecting the cool new covers, there you go. Batman Black and White #3.
Is it just Robin? Does she have a different name?
I don't know what her name is. I didn't read this. In fact, it was like before I even knew it, these books were gone. And somebody had to explain to me, yeah, they're gone because of, character spec. Character spec is short for character speculation. Those of you that don't know what I'm saying.
Wendy says, I think Ghostmaker might jump on the Batman. For those that don't know, Wendy is shipping Ghostmaker and Batman.
Batman like those short shorts. I think he's talking about my short shorts. Yeah.
This is your Instagram is you're cropped off on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, but on
Instagram,
they're
seeing all this.
The knee cam. We're shooting you vertically.
My man spread. Okay. Also, another really cool second printing for Infinite Frontier #0, which we did sell out of, and a really cool Darkseid cover for Darkseid fans out there. Check it out.
So it's the second printing?
This is the second printing of Infinite Frontier #0. Infinite Frontier #1 is not slated to come out until the summer, from what I understand. It'll be a summer event book. 6-issue series. That's it for DC. Put the fire out. We have a new Kanto series. As I said, Kanto and the City of Giants. It's a good question for Wendy and those of you, others of you that are watching. Oh, it's really cool. Is Kanto something you just pick up and read? Like one of these new miniseries, just like anywhere you want? I haven't read any of it.
Can you or Kanto you get into it?
Oh, that's so fun. Also, somebody said that, do you think that whoever designed Marvin the Martian deserves any royalties? For
my thermonuclear detonator. Wendy says, oh, Batman Black and White #3 needs to go to rehab. Shouldn't be doing that shooting up. Because you said it shot up in front. Wendy says, Derek, you think I'm joking with the shipping comment? No, I know you're not joking, Wendy. I know you actually think about that. Louis says, Maps Mizoguchi is the new Robin. She was a fan favorite from Gotham Academy. Okay, cool. Thank you, Luis.
There you go. Cool.
I didn't know that tidbit. Very good.
All right. Here's that cover I was talking about. Bam.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah. So this is fun. Now, you guys got to all keep your eyes peeled. I'm pretty good at looking and finding everything. But if you see a Pulp Fiction homage cover for an upcoming comic book, make sure you let me know because I want to get it for the store. And we'll have to decide where in the store we're going to start displaying these. That's pretty fun.
I ordered that, Ryan. You know how I saw it? On Pullbox FOC.
Oh, good. Good.
That's a good boy.
All right, we are halfway home with Home #1. Very pointed looking social commentary comic. I believe that there's a twist here about superpowers, and I don't know what it is. That's why.
Well, yeah, I was about to say because I didn't know that it had any superpowers, but then when you look at his hands lighting up, I'm like, wait a second, does he have energy beams?
So we actually had a lot of pre-orders for this book, and I have not had a chance to read it, so I don't have much to say about it. But it's probably exactly about what you think it is, but again with a twist. And this is an Image series. I am not familiar with the creative team. I'm trying to find something that shows like, oh, there it is. So I would say this looks like it has the vibe of Logan from one of those kids' perspectives. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. Home, issue 1. Alrighty. And
Wendy says you can pick up Kanta anywhere. A brief summary is enough to tell you what's happened before, but the first 2 series are great, and she highly recommends reading.
I think we have the graphic novels here. Okay, here's the book that I was probably most excited to read if I have time to read it. Jenny Zero. I am still spoiled for big old mech and kaiju kind of style books. I like this. Part 1 says Party Monster. I really like this artwork by Magenta King. Not familiar, but I'm way into it. Also love this cover of her just like bathing in pills and alcohol and all other kinds of substance abuse things in the giant Godzilla-esque footprint in the floor.
So Thursday night at Ryan's
yeah, I'd
house.
say if you checked out Ultra Mega and you enjoyed it, if you checked out Big Girls and you enjoyed it, don't miss Jenny Zero, who looks like a reluctant hero kind of thing. Yeah, looks neat.
Kanto.
I have Ultra Mega on the shelf again.
Oh, you do? Awesome. Ryan and I both highly recommend that book. Kanto Volume 1, 6 issues. Then Kanto and the Clockwork Fairies is a one-shot. Then Kanto the Hollow Man is 5 issues. Now Kanto City of Giants, 3-issue interlude before Volume 3 will start. All right. Yeah. That's a good rundown.
It's Carmen number 2. Really cool cover. The first issue is really cool too. This is Gillian March. This is a guy you know actually as a Batman artist, and he's drawing the current Joker. But I really think he's like next level. And well, I can't show you that page. Wow, this is he's really going for it here, guys. This is some awesome stuff. There's a little bit of a booty. Trying to find some not booty.
Well, the main character is naked the whole time. She's dead, so it's hard not to.
Anyway, gorgeous artwork. The book is literally selling off of the artwork, so which is neat. People flip it open and then that's where they buy it. But I don't have any more number 1s. I guess I gotta wait and see if they're doing a second printing, or maybe I have more number 1s in the way. I can't keep track anymore. Next up, here's another one that I'm counting on Wendy to help me sell because I think this is a creative team that she really enjoys. But David Hine and Brian Haberlin. This is a new series called Lighthouse. This is Jules Verne's Lighthouse, so perhaps some kind of comic book sort of sci-fi adaptation of a Jules Verne story. There are 2 different covers. So this looks like, and Wendy, correct me if I'm wrong, the same kind of creative team that did Marked and Sonata, and that stuff that Wendy's really been enjoying. Looks definitely got kind of a sci-fi vibe to it.
That's cool.
Oh, here, I didn't see it was a wraparound cover.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so looks neat. We'll try to read it tonight. It's got robots, aliens, and some really pretty artwork. Lighthouse.
Speaking of Jules Verne, real quick, distraction. We watched The Nevers on HBO Max, which has a very Victorian Jules Verne type vibe in it. It is the Joss Whedon show, so that was kind of hard to get past because of all the Joss Whedon nonsense, but they've tried to take him. He's been fired from the show. He's left the show. Yeah. But after the pilot, it does say directed, written, produced by Joss Whedon.
Right.
But it's an orphanage of women who are quote unquote touched, and they have superpowers.
They're touched.
That's what they call them. They say they're touched. Yeah.
For orphans.
The bad guys call them afflicted, but they prefer to say that they're touched. And there's like a steampunk character who creates awesome machines, and it's totally like a Jules Verne type. So wasn't great, but it's worth checking out.
When I think of Jules Verne, I think of a sci-fi class I took where we read a ridiculous amount of novels and short stories, and they made us read From Earth to the Moon, and it's the most boring book I've ever read. That's it. But he did 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, so he gets to do whatever he wants.
We do have some comments here.
Yeah.
Mostly Wendy. Wendy says, Art and Carmen, I feel like there's a relation in style between 2 Spanish artists, March and Maria Llobet. Wendy also says, yes, that team did Sonata and also The Marked for the Jules Verne book. Laura says, is it Wendy approved? And Wendy says, really good stuff. It is Wendy approved.
Very much Wendy approved. She's getting her own little fan club. Okay. I got, what do I do? I have a couple of little baby indie books I didn't get a lot of copies of. Maybe I should have gotten more. So I have one called Locust from Scout Comics. Looks like kind of a post-apocalyptic type deal.
Oh, cool.
It's called Locust. I don't mean, is it too much to hope for giant grasshoppers? I don't see any giant grasshoppers, but I do see some. Oh, wait. There are grasshopper people.
Oh, show it.
There's grasshopper people. There's grasshopper people, everybody.
Yes.
So now I am very excited. Yeah, actually, this looks all right, and I wish I ordered more, and I probably can't get any more. I think there's a couple of copies left of the wall. Tell Scout to put their stuff on the FOC, all of their stuff on the FOC, so I can actually, order a bunch and then find out how much in number 2. Never mind, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Okay, also, I don't typically get Zenoscope books for the shelf, but we had a lot of pre-orders for this, so I ordered a couple for the shelf. Man, Goat, and Bunny Man. Who knows? What do you know about Man, Goat, and Bunny Man? What you know? What you know about it? I have no idea, guys. But it looks very bloody and irreverent, and there is a man goat and, in fact, a bunny man. So take that for what it is worth. Maybe I will read this. Yeah, I don't know. Perfect for Easter. Okay. All right. And then finally not finally yet. So these are pretty cool. So this is very kind of kinky. It's Minky Woodcock. Now this is actually a series of books, and before you get all whatever, they're all done by they're all done by a woman. They're written and drawn by a woman. Now I remember, I think the Minky Woodcock, the first one was like the girl who trapped Houdini or something like that.
Yeah.
And I've never read any of these, but I'm intrigued. So this one's called The Girl Who Electrified Tesla. And it's got all kinds of blurbs on the back that say, loved it, the art was stunning, hauntingly beautiful, sexy and spunky. I don't think that I can speak highly enough of this book. And yeah, this looks really cool. I have no idea what it's about. Neil Gaiman, in fact, says, I was seduced by Cynthia von Buhler's artwork. She is a wonder. There's another really cool alternate cover by my girl Danny with another white rabbit. This is a theme.
That's the one I ordered, I think.
Yeah, that's a really cool cover. And then finally, speaking of Neil Gaiman, here it is, Lock and Key Sandman. That's the main cover by Gabriel Rodriguez. Now, this is written by Joe Hill, who, if you're not familiar with, he did Lock and Key, Stephen King's son. So I'm wondering if this is, I'm just going to be curious if this is more for Lock and Key fans or more Sandman fans, or just kind of both. The crossover series is called Hell and Gone. And man, I love Gabriel Rodriguez. He is definitely one of my favorite work artists. Looks really cool. I will try to get a read tonight so I can tell you if it's worth reading tomorrow. But probably it's worth reading. Okay, and then we have a couple of alternate covers for that. I've got a bunch. There's the one by J.H. Williams. J.H. Williams, of course, is the artist who did Sandman Overture, the last time that Neil Gaiman actually sat down and proper wrote a Sandman comic book years ago. And then also Kelly Jones, who I don't know if Steve's watching or not, but fan favorite artist here. We love Kelly Jones. Kelly Jones, no, that's Sam Keith. I almost spoke out of turn. Kelly Jones did do some Sandman comics back in the day. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, I don't have anything over here. Anything from there? Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. All right, let's go to Marvel. So we got Guardians of the Galaxy number 13. As I said, this is like a new, hey, check out Guardians if you haven't checked out Guardians in a while.
That looks like that's got someone on a
yeah,
different
you're right.
team,
I don't know who that is. Tell me who it is, guys. Who's this dude?
That's like a space Doctor Strange.
He looks like, is it Wicked? Wicked in a new suit or something? No, I have no idea. No idea. And we got Hulkling, too. So maybe that is Wiccan.
Yeah, that probably is.
It's probably Wiccan. We got Nova also. So Carl, those of you who remember Carl, he's going to be happy. Coral. Ooh, strong first page.
Yeah.
I like that. That's kind of fun. Got some Super Scroll action. Looks well drawn. So check it out. We also have a Rob Liefeld, sort of a Deadpool anniversary B cover here, which I've been picking and choosing which one of these to get for the wall. This one I got just because I thought it was fun that Liefeld drew Rocket Raccoon. I feel like I haven't seen that yet. So there we go. Ricky agrees. Looks like Wiccan. Ricky Wiccan.
Earlier,
Wiccan.
earlier, Adam says, "Mind those grasshopper people." Now, Wendy says, "Minky getting kinky with the woodcock."
Yes.
I mean, I guess they're saying it's "quote unquote" spunky. Oh my gosh, Wendy.
Yes, it's fun.
Wendy says, "I'm a couple issues behind on Guardians, but that run has been really good. I thought it was Wiccan on the cover."
It looks like Wiccan. I think we're agreeing it's Wiccan. As promised, here we go. Children of the Atom, #1, second printing. Very cool cover there. People to get caught up. We sold out of those very fast. And then #2, also this week. Get them both.
Who does #2 book for?
Children of the Atom. And then finally, from Marvel, we have Spider-Man, Spider Shadow. Talking about, I believe this is sort of like a kind of a what-if Peter Parker symbiote story, from what I understand. Written by Chip Zdarsky, drawn by Pascal Ferry. Symbiote Spider. I've had a couple people come in and just be like, "Where's all your symbiote Spider-Man stuff?" I'm like, "What's going on with symbiote Spider-Man? He's trending." All right. A couple covers for that. We have another one by Pascal Ferry. And another one by Ron Lim. And now I'm going to start going a little bit faster because I got pee.
You could always
Well, you want to talk for a minute?
take a break and I can switch over to me.
All right, go for it. Oh.
Why, hello, kids. You're just with me, Mr. Derek. Let's see. What did I read last week that I liked? I read Project Patron, which is a new independent comic, and I thought it was really good. It's pretty much a Superman story. It starts with, in another universe. The character's called Patron. It's not Superman. And it starts with a character who looks like Superman with long blonde hair fighting a doomsday and dies. And then it's 30 years later. So kind of like, Superman fought doomsday in the 90s type thing. So 30 years later, the Superman guy named Patron is still fighting and helping people, being a superhero, blah, blah, blah. But the twist is, in this universe, when the Superman character Patron fought the Doomsday character and died, he stayed dead. He didn't resurrect. He didn't come back. So it's been like a government organization or something that has been flying robotic mechanical suits that are in the style of the Patron. So they've been keeping up this great lie that the protector of the world is alive. So that's kind of a cool concept. That was fun. Batman 107, I think, was last week. I want to say that. Green Lantern #1, I liked a lot. That's got Teen Lantern in it, and the kind of lead is John Stewart, and they're going back to Oa, and it kind of has like a twist, shocking ending, and they're setting up the United Planets and having kind of a mission, kind of like a government type Senate hearing committee type thing to see if the United Planets will kind of charter and use the Green Lantern Corps to help protect their sectors of the universe. And they're voting on it in a democratic way rather than just having the Green Lantern say, "Oh, this is my jurisdiction" and stuff. So that was really good. But Batman 107 came out last week, right, Ryan? Am I misremembering?
Last week.
I'm going over my highlights. So Batman 107 was good. And then Batman's Second Son was another one of my favorites of the week. I'm not sure how these timelines are going to meet up with what they kind of done in the Future State. The big issue with the Future State was the Magistrate, and they're setting that up in the multiple Batman books with Saint Industries, where they're trying to start a new kind of security firm under the mayor, Nakano. I think that he's got an eye patch. But they're trying to get rid of masks, good and bad. And they're going to be, creating this kind of like ultra security police force. So that's what's going on in the Batman books. It's pretty good stuff. And Ryan's back, so we're going to go to him. Unless we got someone to comment here. Wendy says, didn't get to read last week's Batman issues yet, but looking forward to it. Maybe later tonight. Yeah, they're worth checking out, Wendy, for sure. They're doing good stuff. Back to Ryan.
Ricky said, I'm so far behind in reading LOL. Don't feel bad. So am I.
How dare you guys?
I'm gonna try to gain a little ground tonight. Don't Don't do it. Don't become the person that buys a comic book, doesn't read it, also the person who runs a comic book store and sells comic books and doesn't read them. Struggle is real. Okay, here we go. I promised Lord of the Rings toys, and I shall deliver. Look how big this is. Really big. All right, so there's our Legolas Lord of the Rings deluxe action figure from Diamond Select Toys that I accidentally ordered more of them than I wanted. And it's $29.99. However, there's also a Gimli. Toss me.
Don't tell the elf.
But you got to get them together, right? So if you want to take one home for $29.99, that's fine. But you can take them both home for $49.99.
Oh, well, wait a second. Hold on. Let me do the math on that. Normally, if you were buying these bad boys individually, like $60. But you're saying together for both $49.99, Ryan?
Yes.
What a deal.
What a deal.
Hello.
I mean, the deal might get progressively better if that's not a good deal. But then you also run the risk of them being gone. If
being gone, yeah.
That's a good deal.
What's your favorite Lord of the Rings movie, Ryan?
Which one?
Mine too.
The first one.
Yep.
I'll never forget. That's another one of those like movie like holy crap, like you feel like you're witnessing something special kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when Gandalf died, I hadn't actually read those books.
Gotcha.
I was not the nerd that I didn't. I read The Hobbit when I was a kid. I never read the Lord of the Rings book. So I was like, oh damn, this movie's not messing around. Holy crap.
Fly, you fool.
Yeah, and it's such a cool line. And I love that people are like, is that what he said? What did he say? And I love that it's a cool thing. It's cool. Yeah, it is cool. I like Lord of the Rings, but not the director's cut. They're too long.
Man.
They're too long.
The director's cuts are amazing.
No, they're way too long. Way too long. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, so this is not new this week, but I got a bunch of WandaVision stuff back in stock finally. So thank you, Marvel, for finally getting your shiznit together and getting this back in stock. So I got the Vision and Scarlet Witch Saga of Wanda and Vision, big old fat trade paperback with all of their important issues and stuff that have everything to do with the show. And I also have a couple of copies of Vision trade paperback, and I have more on the way. These are probably going to sell really fast again, I think. And I got a bunch of House of M trade paperback. So these are some of the culprits when it came to people like, hey, you got this, you got that, there's the show. And I'm like, no, I don't have any, because this always happens. The show comes out, and then the publisher doesn't have any.
Someone was talking about how the ending that Steve Rogers had in Endgame was kind of similar to his House of M ending. Do you remember that at all?
Like the old guy stuff?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
WandaVision?
No. So House of M, the book you just showed.
Oh, I haven't read House of M in a long time.
So I guess Steve Rogers supposedly has an ending that's similar to the ending that they used for Avengers Endgame, I guess, with the Peggy thing.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I read House of M a long time ago. I did my whole, like, gotta make my way through all the Bendis Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I did that too, kids. You never guessed that about me now, probably. But I read all the New Avengers. I read House of M, Secret Invasion, but I don't remember much of it anymore. But yeah, House of M. No more mutants.
No more mutants. If Wanda said that, there wouldn't be much of a problem because there are no mutants.
That's true. Okay, we got some DC graphic novels this week.
DC, fire.
I've got a deluxe edition hardcover. We haven't had this in this format yet. Of Death in the Family, not a Death of the Family, but a Death in the family. The original Jason Todd not having a good day joint. This one is
you voted for it, you sickos.
Yeah, that's right. They're doing that now with Nightwing's dog, I think, to figure out what the name is going to be. Did you hear about that?
Oh, they're doing a vote?
Yeah,
figure out?
I think they already did. I can't remember. I think it's just as kind of a normal cute name, but I think they were like Bitewing or like I don't remember.
Did you see that TikTok I made of reviewing that Nightwing book?
No.
I was like, the jocks, they're kicking a dog. Now they've got a gun.
Jocks and Bloodhaven are a whole other thing, man. Or maybe it's just that the gangbangers like to wear Letterman jackets.
It's like a Warriors thing.
We also have those of you that are New Gods completists. We have the Mark Evanier New Gods stuff in a trade paperback.
Nice.
So again, not really. That's for the more hardcore DC boys and girls. From Marvel, we have first epic collection, I think, of this Namor Submariner, original Stanley Jack Kirby stuff. Everybody's kind of favorite little submersible jerk.
Yeah, Submariner's never really been that nice of a guy, right?
No, he's kind of a dick.
But what does Sue Storm see him then?
Because sometimes girls like bad boys, Derek. You know, sometimes girls like the bad boys.
How dare they?
Okay, and then Lonely Receiver, which me and Wendy really enjoyed. Very cool, kind of horror take on. I always forget the name of it.
Her.
Yeah, that movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson's voice.
Which was a last minute replacement.
Who wasn't supposed to be here before?
It wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be the gal from Minority Report.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You didn't remember Minority Report? She was a precog.
Oh, she's the one that's like in the
water.
And like an oracle kind of deal. Okay. I forget her name too. I like her. Here's something I didn't order enough of. I have every time Legendary does.
Oh, I wanted these. You didn't order enough, Ryan? Are they orderable?
No, I have shelf copies. You can have these and steal them from whoever else.
No, I don't want to ruin someone else's
okay.
dream.
You can take it. I'm not going to get any for myself either because I clearly didn't order enough for myself to take one. I'll say this though. So Legendary, they always do this. They do like a prequel graphic novel or whatever. Admittedly, these are pretty cool. It looks like they got Arthur Adams to do both of the covers, that's the way to go. I've never been that impressed with the Legendary comics that they've done attached to the movies. But that isn't to say these won't be great. This is the prequels. Here's what happened to Godzilla before King Kong versus Godzilla. Here's what happened. In fact, because one of the first things I think I said to you was like, they just said that there was a storm, like it was nothing. Like, oh, the storm, and it just wiped out all the natives on the island.
Yeah.
It's in here.
There you go.
There it is. So I have way more Kong than Godzilla. I think what happened was nobody asked I had to decide how many of these to get. This is not on final or cutoff. This is one of the things I have to decide to get well in advance of its release. Nobody asked for it. So I said 10 of each for a book that is $16.99. I think that's fair. And I think just we've had more Godzillas scooped up. And so there's more Kongs. You can have it, Derek. It's okay. All right. You work so hard.
I told Ryan when I was a young lad, I was anemic, meaning I was iron deficient. And so I needed to get shots. And I hated needles. And what did my wonderful Papa Easley and Mama Easley console me with? Godzilla toys.
There you go.
So every time I had to get a shot, went right to that Toys R Us. What's a Toys R Us, Ryan? It's like a Blockbuster Video. It doesn't exist anymore.
It's where you ride bikes here until you get in trouble.
Samantha Morton was the actress in Minority Report. Thank you. Adam Hernandez goes, murder. Remember when they said it like that?
Oh, in Minority Report?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samantha Morton.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It's good.
I've revisited AI and War of the Worlds since then, but not Minority.
Yeah, Megan had AI on the other day.
I love AI. I'll fight you. I don't care. I know it's a AI Speed Racer and Alien 3. I'll get in the pit. I'll get in the pit and fight.
I'm down to fight with you on each one. Fight alongside you.
Oh, okay. Good.
In support of each, especially Speed Racer is so underrated.
It's super.
It's crazy how good it is. What is it with AI though? Like Megan was watching it the other day in the background, and it's just the film stock is just made to look so grain. It's stylized.
Yeah, it looks
like
very,
super grainy.
Sheeny.
Yeah,
kind of glowy.
Yeah, that too.
Stuff. I don't know. I watched it on a plane on the way back from Argentina or something, and I hadn't seen it in a long time. I almost cried right there on the plane in front of everybody. So it was. I think the movie's a little not misunderstood, but people think like the movie is a happy ending. It's not a happy ending. It's not a happy ending at all.
Yeah.
And I think also people get confused because they think that they're aliens, but they're robots. They're robots.
Yeah.
Which thematically makes more sense with everything that's going on. Anyway, rewatch AI. It's a good movie, and rewatch War of the Worlds. That has some all-timer thriller, scary, dread, frightening things in it. Spielberg, make another movie like that.
What I thought was so cool about War of the Worlds was that I was kind of disappointed when I saw it in the theater because I was expecting War of the Worlds. I thought there was going to be huge battle sequences, but now that I look back on it, you see like the fighter jets going after the aliens, but it's from Tom Cruise and the family's perspective as they're seeing them fly overhead. So you don't get to see the wars happening over the hill.
It's sort of what they did in the first 2014 Godzilla,
Yeah.
sort of. And I like that. I do appreciate that. Just keep it on his perspective. This is turning to the film cast again, film show. But hey, we like movies. What do you want?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got to show.
I can't believe it, right?
That's it. Isn't that enough?
No, there should be more. Should always be more.
This is the Pulp Fiction Long Beach Live unboxing show. It is Tuesday night. We had a very good time with you. And please follow us on our various social medias. Join the Pulp Fiction group that I'm not going to try to pronounce. Derek seems like he's getting better at it every week. And send me an email, pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com. If you have any requests, concerns, you want to join Pullbox, so on and so forth. LB Spider-Man in here with the last. Hell yeah, Speed Racer, so colorful. That's good. I want to start a Speed Racer fan club.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people kind of just blink their eyes and look at me with a blank stare when I say that I love it. So that's good to find other people that like it. And Derek does such a good job. He's got all his equipment. He knows how to use it. Man is a professional. He loves movies. He wants to make your movies. Tell him what you're all about.
Why? Thank you, Ryan. We love you. So Derek Easley Entertainment is the info here. I can even put up my info right here. Boom. Right there. There's our @ You can find us on social media, phone number, work phone number, and email. It's all at derekeasley.com. Can't really see very well because of a focus here. Let me go like this. Let me go like this. Yeah, I'll flip it to you in a second. Is it focusing? No, it's not focusing. Anyway, I'll hand it to you. But anyway, so we do lots of things. We do post-production, production, we do photography, we do drone, we do virtual reality, we do everything from documentaries to music videos to real estate stuff. We're doing a big project right now for the Long Beach Museum of Art. We do fictional narrative, the whole 9 yards. We got tons of camera gear, tons of lights, tons of drones, good stuff. So we're always down to shoot. Hit us up if you have any referrals. And we like to make magic. We like to tell stories and like to have fun with cool and interesting clients. So if you know anybody who needs video, photography, drone, hit up Derek Easley Entertainment. We're based out of Long Beach and Huntington Beach. And we go all over if the money's right. And we love this community. We love you guys. And please continue to participate in the Pulp Fiction group. That's Pulp Fiction Comics Long Beach group.
This is my favorite part of the show.
And, please be nice. Please try not to be political. And please post about comic books and video games and movies and graphic novels and your collections and artwork and trailers and your own podcasts, your own vlogs, things that you're writing, nerdy things. I had a friend who said that she's starting to do reviews and she was asking permission to post in the group. I was like, heck yeah, you're doing reviews on comic book stuff. Please post. We love to interact and support each other's artwork and everything. So, everyone have fun and be excellent to each other. Back to Ryan.
Be excellent to each other. George Carlin. That's it for me. Derek has a familiar voice, somebody says. He must know you from somewhere else. And that's it. I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow or later on in the week or next month.
Any updates on sets or back issues or anything?
I've been so darn busy keeping up with Pullbox stuff that I have not really had a chance. So most of if you haven't been in here, I would say if it's been a few weeks since you've been here, there's definitely new stuff. If you were just here last week, you've probably seen it already. And I'll try to get back to that soon as I get on top of all this other nonsense. And we hire a new person. We will. I'll get back to that eventually, I promise.
So if there's a new person in here, don't be alarmed, I guess. Matt Schaefer says, best show on the internet.
Thank you, Matt.
Adam says, night. Adam also says, have never seen the Speed Racer movie. Well, Adam, that's your homework. Go watch that movie and get back to Ryan.
You need to get in touch with your inner child and joy, and it's a good movie.
And everyone kind of has their own little highlight. That's the thing with the ensemble cast. Sometimes people don't have their due, but everyone in Speed Racer gets their cool moment.
Yeah.
Also, last thought, if you guys want to be generous, you can always share this video, but we do ask that you like and comment on it when you can, because We love the comments. We love the stream, but that helps the algorithm. That helps
so even
people
if
see
it
it.
feels perfunctory, do it anyway.
Yeah, you can even just say a color. You can say blue, red, whatever.
Derek's being all nice. I'll just do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Wendy says, always a fun show, guys. See you tomorrow. Wendy, hopefully get you on TikTok tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Live long and prosper.